Hi, hi, ladies. Welcome. What brings you into the office today?
We're just really not getting along. Just constantly fighting. She's like just throws me under the bus all the time with the
She's
parents.
trying to be my mom, and
Yeah.
she's not.
Okay.
She just needs to grow up a little bit. So, be a baby about everything.
Okay.
Okay. And so let me get an understanding. You two are sisters, right?
Yes.
Okay. And I
By
take it
birth.
by birth.
Wow. Okay.
All right. And I take it you're the oldest. Is
Yes.
that correct?
She's trying to be the mom kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay. And is it only the two of you? Is there any other siblings?
No.
Just the two of us.
Okay. So we have the oldest and we have the youngest.
Mhm.
Okay. And you said she's trying to be your mom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, she's just being a baby all the time.
I don't need a second mom though.
And so how long has this been going on? How long has this back and forth?
I don't know. She's
Forever.
yeah.
Okay. You said something very interesting earlier. You said that you got your sisters by birth. Well,
Yeah, I just sometimes it just doesn't feel like. I mean, yeah, we're family, but like just with the way.
We're complete opposites.
Yeah, we're opposites, and like just the way sometimes we go at each other. Just you know,
We're not the loving sisters that
Wouldn't-
everybody has.
yeah, it wouldn't necessarily be
She doesn't
my
understand
choice
me.
to live in the same house.
And are you guys able to talk to each other about that? What happens if you try to talk about it?
We just always fight.
Is it usually? Is your mom usually around when you talk about it?
No.
No. Okay, so it's in private, and you
Mhm.
guys really don't get a chance to have a productive conversation.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
Because when mom's not around, she steps in as mom.
Okay. So I'm kind of feeling something, some animosity about her being the oldest, kind of stepping in as your mom. Talk to me a little bit about what that is, what you're feeling about that.
I need a sister. I don't need another mom.
Okay. And what would a sister look like? How do you need her to be present in your life?
I need her to be a friend and not another mom trying to tell me what to do all the time.
Now, did you hear what she just said?
Yeah.
And what did you hear?
Well, I mean, you can't always just be a friend. Sometimes you need some guidance and.
But I already have
you know,
guidance with mom, so.
Well, when mom's not there, and that puts the oldest in charge, or if like you're doing something and that mom doesn't know about, and maybe it is my place to step in a little bit. And then you just blow up. So maybe that is being friend as well.
Did you just hear what she just said?
Mhm.
Well, what did you hear exactly?
But she's still trying to be my mom. I know that it's a friend trying to correct the behavior, but I need a friend to do the behavior with me.
Oh, so you want her to engage in the behavior with you?
Yeah.
Is this behavior usually healthy, unhealthy?
It's healthy. Just anything.
Okay.
Do you agree with that?
I don't think it's always healthy.
Okay.
She
Some stuff-
nitpicks the stuff though.
Yeah, well, she's not always the rule follower. So.
So, what are some things that you do that you feel is healthy that you would like your sister to be a part of as your friend?
Just living life, any activities we do, adventures.
Can you think of anything specific? Maybe a goal that you guys could agree on, something you could do together?
We could do hobbies together.
Okay. What hobbies?
Like play sports together, go kayaking together.
Are you opposed to that?
No. No, I mean, as long as we can get along while we're doing it, like, I mean, make sure we're not just bickering all through the activity, but it stays fun and not just another thing.
We argue about, yeah.
Yeah.
So the hobbies that she mentioned, is that something that you're also interested in? How would you like to spend time with your sister?
Yeah, I mean, that'd be cool, I guess. If we can find something like that. I mean, yeah, I would go kayaking.
Without nitpicking the way I paddle.
Well, maybe we get separate boats the first time or something before we go in the same one, so you don't keep knocking me out.
So that's a plan. So you guys are already kind of, creating a goal and determining how you can be successful in making that come to pass. So that's a plus. One of the things that I'm noticing is that as the oldest, you kind of have taken your role, um, kind of authoritative role, seriously, and what I hear is that you're looking out for the best interests of your younger sister.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, meanwhile, what I hear from you is that you interpret that as her being another mom to you. And you don't need your mom. You don't need her to be your mom. You have a mom.
Right.
Let me just ask, who would you guys say is closer to mom out of the two of you guys?
Me.
Okay. So your mama's baby, so to speak. Okay. And so what we have with that is that because our identity is usually wrapped up in our relationship with our mother, and so that's something that you take very seriously. Just like she takes her role as the oldest very seriously. Sounds like you take your attachment to your mother very seriously and you protect that. And anybody or anything that tries to come and take that away, you kind of go into defense mode. So I heard her say earlier that there's a tendency for you to blow up when she's just looking out for your best interest. What are your thoughts about that, and how do you think that makes her feel when she's just trying to look out for you?
She's trying to look out for me, but I feel it as an attack on me, like I'm not big enough to do it myself. I need a second mom to protect me.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me feel like I'm not enough when she does that.
Okay. So you're kind of looking at it from a different angle. So how can she still be your older sister? And do you accept that as the oldest, that's been her role her whole life, is to look out for her younger sister? Do you accept that?
Yeah, I guess I can kind of see it her way, that she's just looking to protect me. She never said that I wasn't enough. I just am feeling that way personally, not.
Okay.
She's not giving out that vibe.
Okay. And how do you think she could better fix that? To still look out for you, but without you feeling like she's attacking you or making you feel less than, or that she's trying to take the role of your mom.
Maybe communicating better and saying that she's just trying to protect me. That is her the root of why she's doing it.
Okay. Did you receive what she just said? What did you hear her ask for?
Yeah, just better communication. Yeah.
And
try to voice that in a better way.
Mm-hmm. So if you had to, how would you voice that to her to make her understand your passion for making sure she's safe?
I mean,
you think you can turn and tell her how you really feel without you guys having a moment? Or blowing up?
Yeah, I guess it's a little awkward, but yeah, I mean, obviously I care about you, you're my sister, I love you, and just when I can see something happening that I can help you with, I just feel obligated as the older sister to either protect you or steer you away from that behavior decision. So maybe I can say it in a better way and just call it out what it is rather than just doing the correction thing. So work on that. Maybe just not react and communicate rather than just react.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay. And so, can you communicate and express to your sister how you will try to better respond when she does come to you and say, hey, sis, I'm concerned. I don't think you should be doing that. What are some ways that you can let her know you appreciate it without responding like you've been responding? Let your sister know.
Yeah, if you come at me like that, I won't be as defensive, and I'll definitely accept the discipline or whatever is going on. I'll accept it better if you communicate well with me the reason why you're doing it. Yeah.
So, did you guys just witness what you just did?
Talk to each other.
You guys just talk to each other without arguing. And that's huge. And so, do you have a better understanding of her point of view?
Yeah, I think so.
How about you?
Yeah.
So, you just had a conversation without arguing. And sometimes we need a third person to just kind of intervene so that we can hear each other without shouting or fussing or ranting at each other. A lot of what's going on is what we call, self differentiation. You guys are two grown women with your own identities. You've been raised by the same woman, but you've been raised in a different facet of your own identity. You were the baby, so your relationship with your mom, or what we call your symbiosis with your mom, is completely different than what your older sister experienced. So you guys are seeing the world through two different eyes. So now as adults, you have your own autonomy. You have your own personality. You have your own interests and likes. And so this is a perfect way to get to know each other all over again. Letting all that old stuff, the old sibling rivalry, letting that go and just learning how to talk and enjoy each other on a whole other level. So, you had the goal about creating some time together, a hobby. So, can you guys commit to doing something together, and how soon is too soon? Let's create a homework time.
Like whenever schedules work out.
Well, when are you free?
Maybe in next weekend.
Next weekend?
2 weekends.
Okay, well, 2 weekends from now.
Yeah.
How often do you guys see each other? How often do you guys meet at mom's house?
Not enough.
Not often? Okay. How often are you at your mom's house?
A lot.
Okay. And how often are you at your mom's house?
Just occasionally, like every 3 weeks or something.
Okay. Do you guys see that difference? That's that's significant in your different roles that you play in the family, and I can see that you guys care a lot for each other, but you have a completely different perspective on life and family. And how often do you call and check in on your mom a day?
Lots.
Okay. How often do you call and check up on your mom a day?
A day? Maybe not every day. It's like if I haven't heard from her in a week or so, then yeah.
Okay.
I'll check.
Okay. So that also says a lot about personality as well. So as you guys are spending time with each other, maybe it will take her about a couple of weekends before she's ready to spend time. But here's what I want to give you guys something to think about. Because when you're spending time, don't allow that tension with that mom attachment to come and get you guys back to arguing. Because it may not seem like it, but it's possible that could be an underlying issue here. Does that sound probable?
Yeah. Sure.
Why do you say yeah? What have you noticed throughout the years that maybe the separation or the different relationships with mom has played a role in your relationship with your sister?
I feel like we're completely different in that I need to call mom like every day, check in on her, have her check in on me, but she doesn't have that same want or need that I do, and it's just different.
Okay. So that's a need that you have, that you identify. Okay. Why do you think she doesn't talk to mom as much?
I mean, initially it looks like she doesn't love her as much, but I know that's not true. It's just she loves differently than I do, I guess.
Okay. That's very big. That's very big, and it's very good that you acknowledge that, because it goes back to when she's being big sister and trying to protect. Her love language is different from what you've experienced with mom and your love language. So that's also part of that getting to know each other, because, like I said, you guys are two totally different individuals. You have your own personality, and so her love language can come off as offensive at times, right? But really, she's just giving you her heart the best way she knows how. Why do you think your relationship with mom is different from your sister's?
I don't know, probably just, I mean, oldest versus youngest. I mean, I'm sure it was a little different in how maybe we were raised. And then just different life experiences. I'm just a little closer with dad, I guess.
Okay. Did you feel like mom was indebted or engaged with her more than you? Did you ever have those feelings?
I guess just more personal. I mean, I knew she probably loved us the same, just like she would always talk with her more and knew more personal life stuff. Then with me, I just, personality-wise, I don't always share that, so talk more with friends.
Okay. So there was never any envy between her relationship and mom?
Not really, it's just different, I guess. I don't know, maybe I haven't really thought about it like that.
Okay. Well, that's good. I mean, that's good that you haven't been able to identify any type of, want to be competitive or anything like that. It's just two totally different personalities. Sounds like. Okay. All right, ladies. Well, for the first session, I hope that this was helpful. Any positive things that you guys got out of this session that you feel like you want to continue to practice on personally? What did you get out of this session?
I feel like we communicated more healthfully. We actually had a conversation without fighting, and we have plans.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, something, yeah, it's nice to talk without fighting.
And when you do fight, right, because none of us are perfect, and when you try to have another conversation, and there's not a third person around, and it turns into an argument, how will you handle it?
I think just step back and try to see it from her perspective.
Mm-hmm. That's big.
Yeah.
That's big. That's called developing your emotional regulation. Not being so emotionally reactive to respond right away to what we think is going on in our head, but just taking time, breathe and look at the situation from a different perspective. So that's going to take some practice, but you guys have demonstrated that well tonight. So I look forward to hearing the updates. Any questions, concerns? That's our time for today. All right, ladies. Well, I look forward to hearing about your homework assignment next week.
It'll be fun.
All right. Have a good one, all right?
All right.
Thank you.